Hey, what's up guys? We are back here at the Mecca of Bodybuilding, Gold's Gym in Venice, California. And today I'm going to be taking you through a sort of a tricep workout, hitting biceps, triceps, and forearms. 3 exercises of each. I'm going to warm up first just to mobilize biceps, triceps, and get my joints nicely lubricated. And then we'll jump into the first of our 3 sets, starting on triceps. All right, so let me give you a couple of tips on the warm-up, these 2 exercises. First of all, the warm-up doesn't need to be high volume, high intensity. Really just going through the motions, warming up the muscles, even going as far as doing 1 or 2 light warm-up sets on the actual exercises that you'll be doing during the workout. Dips here for triceps. On this one, keep the elbows in. Don't let them flare out. So you're on that same gap between the elbows and the wrists, and keep the lower back as close to the bench as you can. Therefore, all of that stress is on the triceps as you dip down, and then as you push yourself back up, fully extend, contract, squeeze the triceps. Close grip pull-ups up here. It's a great warm-up exercise for the biceps. Full extension all the way down. It's a great stretch in the biceps. As you lift yourself back up, consciously try and squeeze, contract that biceps, pausing momentarily up at the top. 2 sets here, arms are feeling good. Now what I'm gonna do is set up my first tricep exercise. We're gonna do a modified, kind of a skull crusher. I'll show you what I mean. So the exercise, a lying extension or French extension or skull crusher, it's known. It's essentially just keeping the arms upright like this, and then flexing at the elbow, lengthening the tricep as you lower the bar down, usually to your forehead, and then contracting, extending the arm. The reason I'm doing it on the bench like this, by allowing my hips to drop lower than my back, it's a more comfortable position. I feel like I'm balanced better, so that when I do extend my arms out, once I've loaded some more weight up on here, I'm more stable. I can feel more effort done in my triceps than if I was lying completely flat and start to feel like I'm lifting my shoulders up as that weight is pulling me back. Just gonna do some light stretching in between sets. It's a great stretch for the triceps, using a bar or a lat pull down attachment, and just feel the stretch in the long head there. Just adding a little bit of pressure upwards. Not too much at all. All right, let's move on. Exercise number 2. And for this one, we'll look at doing some fairly heavy tricep push downs. It's gonna work the back of the arm from a different angle, target a different region of muscle heads on the tricep, and we'll finish off on some cable push downs before moving on to arms. Very different region of the tricep that I'm feeling worked here. Whereas those skull crushers, I could feel on the longer tricep head. These push downs, I'm feeling more this region of the arm. All right, a couple of tips on the technique here. Just like with those skull crushers, you want to keep the wrists pretty straight. So as you push down, nice straight wrist, knuckle pointing down, you're not allowing the hands to come out. And you want to adjust the seat position, or if you're doing it on a parallel bar dip, try not to allow your elbow to come up higher than the point of the shoulder. There's no need to be doing an kind of going over the range of motion like this. This is really the end point, and as you push down, you're squeezing that muscle, pausing temporarily at the bottom. Add a little bit more weight on here. I'm making really good time with our arm workout. I'm keeping the sets pretty close together. I've still got biceps to do, I've still got forearms. These are relatively small muscles compared to the chest or back or legs. So I don't need a whole lot of time to recuperate before going on to my next set. I'd rather not focus on adding too much more weight, keep the recovery times down low, and really push my body that way. All right, exercise number 3. Let's go find some cables. We'll do 2 different variations of push downs, pull downs, and using different attachments. Okay, last of the tricep exercises, and with the cable pull down, I'm gonna use a variety of different attachments. We're gonna do an overhand straight bar push down, then I'll get the rope and do a few more variations, and then we'll probably jump back on this and do some underhand pull downs once again, really working that tricep from a whole host of different angles and varieties. Also at the end we can include a tricep, dropping the weight 2 times to be able to keep that intensity up whilst lowering the weight on each set. I'm gonna jump right back into this one. So I'm conscious I've still got biceps and forearms to do. A little bit different here, underhand grip. Take a further step back. Elbows are more out like this. And keep the arm fixed. My arms are feeling pumped already. That's only triceps done. It's about 15 minutes for triceps. Do the same for about biceps and forearms. So 45 minutes, certainly less than an hour for this full arm workout. Right, let's go set up on biceps. So even though my arms are really warmed up from triceps alone, I still haven't worked my biceps well. So I'm gonna do a little warm up set with some straight bar curls, get some blood into my bicep area, and then start to increase the weight, starting with some fairly heavy standard barbell curls. Fairly comfortable at managing that weight. We're gonna jump up a few extra pounds. Basically I'll do above what I'm able to lift. See if there's somebody who can spot me. As long as I get 5 or 6 heavy assisted reps, and then I'll drop down to about half the weight. So maybe 100, 110 pounds, drop it down to about 50. That'll finish off the first set, or the first exercise of our little bicep tri circuit. We've got 110 pounds here, a little bit above my comfort zone, but if I can get 5 or 6 reps, probably assisted, and then drop down to that 50, finish off a real good work set with these bicep curls. I just need someone now to help spot. Hey, excuse me, sir. Do you mind giving me a spot on this barbell curl?
Yeah, I guess, I got you.
Yeah, so I'm training the biceps here, so just if you give me a spot and just help match my tempo,
let's do it.
That'd be great. No, I appreciate that.
Come on. Now he's working.
Of course, we all know who this is. This is Mr. Olympia, the Blade, Dexter Jackson.
What's up, everybody?
Dude, let me just, whilst I got you here in front of everyone, whilst I got you here in front of everyone watching, give us a couple of tips, obviously arms, but also about the tines, the whole arm complex in general. What are a couple of key training points that you look out for when training?
Well, when training arms, you want to make sure you do exactly what you just did. Make sure you always keep good form.
Right.
It don't matter about how heavy the weight is, okay? Form is the key, form is everything. All right, so don't try to overdo it. 21s are my favorite. I know you like these curls right here, but I like doing similar, but it's 21s when you go half up, half down, and then 7 full reps. See what I'm saying? So, but this is an amazing exercise. I also do this as well. And you're learning from the best right here, man. Good job.
Much appreciated, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm out. Y'all be cool.
All right, have a good workout. It's not every day you get props from Mr. Olympia there. Wow, all right. You know, mentioning those 21s, which is really to focus on the lower half or the lower third, the upper third, and then a full range of rep, is a really, really great shocking principle, and something that I think we'll incorporate into our next working sets on, we'll do it on an incline bench. And this one, you know, enough talking, let me set it up and show you what we're gonna do. Because I'm moving on to my forearms after, I'm going to start to involve them more. And so it's a really good exercise to warm up forearms, especially after training a bicep set like that one. I've got no words to say on that one. It pushes your psyche, I think, more than the actual body. I can barely bring my arms up. Okay, we still got one more exercise to do for biceps. I'm gonna isolate it on this one arm at a time. We'll do some seated one arm dumbbell preacher curls. So those first two bicep exercises predominantly focused on the long head, the outer bicep head. My focus now is by supporting my arm and bringing my elbow round in front, so I don't have that full stretch at the side. By bringing it round, my focus is now on the short head here. So I'm going to drop the weight down, still allow for a full range of motion. This particular exercise is really great for focusing on sort of that lower, the insertion area of the bicep. So some of the movements might only be a half range there, and then what you'll see me do is add a slight rotation. My arms are too pumped, I can't rotate, but you can see on the wrist just a very slight rotation, which kind of pulls in a little bit more, just a fraction of the short head. So I might do that as a final drop set when I drop that weight down. Okay, so forearm circuit. What I'll be doing here, 3 different movements and exercises. We've got a straight bar, some seated wrist curls. We've got some dumbbells for some seated reverse wrist curls, and I've got an easy or cambered bar here for some reverse kind of barbell curls. All of which are focusing on brachialis, forearm muscles, so a different focus on each exercise. I think you can see the work put into this arm workout. Granted, there were a lot of exercises, but they're performed relatively close together, and within 1 hour as biceps, triceps, and forearms hit, and you can equally take out any of those segments, those muscle groups, and either train them on their own or combine them with other muscle groups. But certainly for me, one of the best workouts I've had in a long time. Triceps, biceps, forearms, many different variations, different angles used and techniques. So I feel like I really hit a full spectrum of all of those muscles. And normally when I go heavy, I start to get some little niggles around my elbows maybe. Not with this time. I didn't go too heavy with the weight, but I kept the intensity up by making sure I moved around from the triceps to the front of the arm and ultimately finishing off on forearm. So really, really great little work set there. If you want to find out more, I'll post the full sets and reps on the description of this video below. And guys, be sure to check out more on my Facebook and Instagram. I'm always posting what I eat, how I train, little exercise tips up there, especially on my Instagram story. So check that out, and you know what to do. Subscribe, stay up to date. New videos coming every couple of weeks. So leave your suggestions or hit me up on Twitter, and we'll try and bring more of them to life in future videos. Okay, I need to go refuel, get some food. Thank you for watching. See you guys soon.